George, congratulations on your retirement. Full disclosure, I'm pretty bummed that you're leaving. You're a great customer, and I'll always be grateful to you for your interest in my offerings earlier in my career. It catapulted me in ways that you can't imagine. I'm also grateful for your kindnesses, discussions about the trade, and all of our interactions over the last several years. You'll be missed greatly, and I hope that we cross paths in the future.
George, we've been together for a long time. We've shared this journey as students with Howard, Ed Morgan, Leonard Thompson. We've taught classes together, been roomies at WHA conferences. Archie Hanna was my senior essay advisor, and you have followed that career path with incredible success because you are also a great teacher and historian. Above all, you are a true gentleman and a wonderful friend. Enjoy retirement, and I'll see you in the pool.
Hi, George. We all at McBride Rare Books just want to say congratulations on your retirement and send you all our best wishes.
Thank you so much for your support of McBride Rare Books over the past 4 years and before, and we hope that you have tremendous fun with your grandkids.
Absolutely. It's been wonderful working with you. Hopefully we'll see you in the future, if for nothing more than a coffee or something. And we wish you luck in your retirement. Vaya con Dios, amigo.
Hi, Rich Buswell, George. Thanks so much for all you've done for me and for us as a group.
Hi, George. It's Karen. It's been a wonderful trip with you. We all have adored it, and we're so grateful.
Thank you, George, for everything you've done for us and everyone else here. We've had such a wonderful ride with you.
Thank you, George. I know that the Beinecke and Yale and students will miss you sorely. David Noble.
George, thanks so much. It has been great working with you. Enjoy your retirement and your grandkids.
George, thank you so much for everything you've done for everyone and for your contribution to Western Americana.
George, in his modest and egalitarian way, really helped me to think about Western stories in terms of where the film was shot and what, say, for example, a movie made in the 1950s might be trying to say about America in the 1880s. So happy to get it from someone who always had time to talk, who was always curious, and who always made me feel like he was sharing excitement rather than just being pedantic. I'll really miss you, George. Take care.
George Miles, congratulations on your pending retirement. Although I can't imagine the world of rare books and Western Americana without your influence and the work you've done on the scholarship within this field. I can say that you greatly influenced Becca Beyond and myself as a rare book dealer when, after issuing catalog 4 or 5, I received a phone call from Yale University, George Miles, saying I'd be pleased to purchase these 22 items from your recent catalog. That stunned me and clearly gave me the confidence to continue in this field. Thanks, George, for all you've done. Congratulations. Enjoy your retirement. Enjoy the time with your family and your grandkids, and best of health.
George, I think you would have made a great rare bookseller, but you were too smart to follow that path. I'm glad that you didn't, because you might have proved to be way too much competition. I heartily hope you will enjoy your well-deserved retirement, but I also hope you'll keep your hand in the field, just not as a bookseller. I don't know about others, but I'd happily read a George Miles autobiography. Congratulations on your retirement.
George, congratulations on your retirement and a remarkable career. You once told me a story about the first time you went to a New York book fair, shortly after accepting a position at Yale, and walking up the center aisle with your predecessor Archie Hanna, and watching the entire rare book trade greet him, and saying to yourself something along the lines of, "Dear God, how am I ever going to fill his shoes?" Well, 40 plus years have passed, and at least from the perspective of this rare bookseller, you have filled those shoes and then some.
My name is Michael Vinson. I'm a rare bookseller in Santa Fe, New Mexico. This aspect of curatorship, something that could also be called a guide, is something that is truly appreciated and that George has honed and has a fine sense of and is truly appreciated. I'll miss George, but I'll also be in touch with him, and I wish him the best in his retirement. Thank you. This tribute is from Michael D. Heaston, a rare bookseller in Wichita, Kansas. George is also a true scholar, a photo artist, a true scholar of the American West, and always assisting others when using the collection. He is a very fine man and well respected by friends and colleagues alike. I wish him the best in his retirement and want him to know that he will be greatly missed in the rare book world. From a longtime friend, Michael D. Heaston.
George, what I wish to say far exceeds my allotted 30 seconds, so here in brief. Always remember the tremendous measure of respect and affection among colleagues, booksellers, and scholars that is yours. Take that knowledge with you and hold it close. All those years ago you landed running, and every day thereafter you wore 7-league boots to the Beinecke. I only wish Bill could be here to join in the celebration of you and your accomplishments. Above all else, you were his very great friend. Laura and I wish you and Nancy all happiness in this new chapter of your lives.
George, congratulations on a lifetime of good work. I can't imagine it will stop. 10 years ago, I asked you to explain what your collecting interests were. You gave such an elucidation that subjects could have been exchanged and it would have provided a base for any collection. It led to a deeper understanding of how an institution viewed its needs. On behalf of ourselves and others in the trade, we thank you.
Clearly, it was a revelation listening to you talk. I know you love the material, we love it too, and I know it'll be part of your life always. Congratulations.
George, I would like to congratulate you on your impending retirement and just to express what a pleasure and an honor it has been to work with you over these past 15 years or so. Thank you for everything, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors and hope our paths cross soon.
George Miles was the sort of librarian that booksellers dream about. In my experience, the thing that distinguishes George from many librarians has been his grand vision and the means to support it year in and year out. Thus, I believe, George has done a great service to the Yale collection of Western Americana. For me, this has been a great pleasure and a wonderful learning experience. My professional relationship with George has always been a delight. I wish him the greatest happiness in his retirement years.
George, best wishes as you open the next chapter. Your expertise, your candor, your good humor has enriched me. Your interactions with students and colleagues at Yale and across academia, as well as with creators, donors, dealers, and the public, has served as an exemplar. I look forward to learning what you do next, but until then, happy trails.
George, I remember first meeting you in 1998 when I started in the Yale Library. Your dedication to the collections, your broad intellect, and your generosity with new staff was apparent right from the start. Since that time, my admiration has only grown. Thank you for your service to the Beinecke and to the Yale Library. Best wishes in retirement. You will be missed.
Joined the Yale faculty in 1993. One of the things I looked forward to most was teaching a research seminar for graduate students in the Beinecke Library, where I had taken research seminars with my mentor, Howard Lamar. First go at a seminar in the Beinecke, I invited George Miles in to show off material from the Western Americana collection. Great stuff he brought in. And it worked the first year and then the second year, and by the third year I had already fulfilled my crafty objective of getting George to co-teach the seminar with me and share the teaching and share the grading and the rest. But I could not have done the seminar without George's full participation and his expert knowledge of the materials that brought in. And the Beinecke Library depended on George Miles as far as I was concerned, and he is leaving very big shoes to fill.
Hi, George. I have been sitting around this afternoon thinking strangely about compasses.
Why am I thinking about compasses? Well, it's an issue in mathematics because I figure I have taught over these years 20 separate art of biography seminars, all of which you have come to, advised, and guided. Normally, each seminar includes 18 students. So do the math. 20 times 18 is indeed 360, and I think that's a good representation of what your effect here has been, because you have taken our students, you have pointed them in all kinds of different directions, all from a central point, which has been your invaluable contribution to scholarship and research and teaching while at this institution. Best of luck for the future. May this all continue.
George, congratulations on your retirement. Working with you on the Out of the Desert exhibit during my time as a graduate student was one of the best experiences of my time in graduate school, and I learned so much from you about what it means to do archival work with care, creativity, and imagination, and I'm just really appreciative of all that you've given to the Yale University community over the years, and all that you personally taught me as well. So congratulations and enjoy your well-deserved retirement.
George, in the spring of 2004, I was a second-year PhD student in the history of art and took a class with you and Johnny Farragher that you taught on research in Western history. And that class and the community it created shaped my scholarly trajectory. To Yale to join the faculty in 2013, you immediately became a vital interlocutor and a dear colleague. Before recording this video, I actually searched through my email, and what an archive of correspondence we have had. Teaching from the collections that you have envisioned, built, and sustained has been, without a doubt, one of the greatest privileges of my time at Yale.
George, congratulations. It's a wonderful opportunity to have a chance to participate in this tribute to you. I am so delighted to have known you as a colleague and a friend for so many years. And I so appreciate all that you have done for Western history, for archives and manuscripts, for the university.
I first met George back in 1981 when I wrote an article for the Yale Alumni magazine at the changing of the guard when he succeeded Archie. And 5 years after I wrote that article in 1981, I wrote another article for the Yale Alumni magazine about George and the Texas part of the collection. And that included what I think is the best picture of George I've ever seen. In summary, let me just send kudos George's way and thank him for a difficult job done superbly. I and future generations of researchers about the American West are in your debt, George. Yours is going to be a tough act to follow.
George, our careers have unfolded in tandem. We began together as classmates in graduate school, and now we're retiring within just a few weeks of one another. And what a wonderful colleague and collaborator you've been all along the way. Your collections have been the mother lode for so many of my projects, and I'm so grateful for your generosity in making them available to me. My own work with Western photographs has, over the years, been so informed, not just by your collection, but by your deep knowledge of it. So congratulations on your retirement, George. Good luck, and thank you.
No doubt you know, because of your training in history, what the right to the city is. I want to thank you for giving me the right to the library. The right to the library in so many different ways: my own research, the escapades of the photographic memory workshop, my classes, just a sense of walking into the Beinecke and the whole rest of the Yale library system and having a right to be there, having a home there. That is very largely due to you. Thank you for the right to the library, which is in fact the right to the world.
Hello, George. I cannot believe you're retiring. Would it be hyperbole to say that the entire American West is weeping? But what we can say is that when Stegner said so aptly, we need to create a society to match the scenery, that is what you have done. at the Beinecke. And I'm so grateful to you. I'm grateful that you first diagnosed me with hypergraphia. I didn't know I had an obsessive quality of writing, but you showed me that. But I'm teasing. What you've given all of us is our voice, and an afterlife at the library. And I've always felt you were the one person who understood what I was trying to do. You understood my joy, you understood my grief, you understood my loyalties, and you understood my obsessions. And more than anything, you shared a love of this beautiful broken landscape that we call home. And for that, I am so grateful.
He was a swimmer, and he was incredibly handsome. And my two daughters watched him cut the grass, and they said, "I hope he takes his shirt off." And he did, because he didn't want to get it wet. And so they used to say, I was going to athletics after hours today at my school, but we're going to sit and watch for George. He just has charmed everybody in the profession. He did everything right as the head of Western Americana.